Hi guys, this is the first lecture in Unit 6. Today we're going to be talking about Introduction to Vector. The difference between a vector and a scalar is that a scalar only has a magnitude or size, so for example how long something is. But a vector not only has the magnitude, it also has the direction. So for example, how fast has a car by in a certain amount of time? And to what direction did the car go? So let's take a look at example 1. State whether each of the following is an example of a vector or a scalar quantity. Question 8. A boat is traveling at 60 kilometers per hour to the east. This first statement is a vector because not only do we know the speed, which is 60 kilometers per hour, we also know the direction. The direction is to the east. Question 2. A boy is pulling a wagon with a force of 100 Newton at 45 degrees. This will also be a vector because we know the amount of force, which is 100 Newton. Also, we know the direction, which is 45 degrees from the horizon. The last one is a woman's mass of 100 kilograms. That would be a scalar because we're only describing the magnitude, but we have no idea what the direction is of this force. So here's the answer. The first one's a vector, second one's a vector, and third one's a scalar. Here's some examples of scalar and vector. So here's some. Scalar will be numbers, for example 1, 2, 3, temperature like 5 degrees, area, for example 25 meters squared, distance 10 centimeters, speed 100 kilometers per hour, and mass 100 kilograms. The corresponding term for the scalar's distance, speed, and mass would be displacement, velocity, and force. The difference between distance and displacement is that displacement is a vector, therefore it gives out the direction. For example, 10 kilometers east. Difference between velocity and speed would be the same. Velocity gives off directions, for example 100 kilometers per hour west. And force, the same thing, 100 newtons to the right. A vector can be represented in several ways. In a diagram as a geometric vector, which is a representation of a vector using arrow diagram, or a directed line segment that shows both magnitude and direction. For example, this line from A to B has a distance of 100 kilometers. In symbol, we use the endpoints and then put an arrow above these two endpoints. So that would be AB with an arrow on the top. This shows us the point A is the starting or initial point of this certain vector, and point B is the end or terminal point. The magnitude of the vector is designated using absolute value bracket. The magnitude of the vector AB, or V, is written as the magnitude, which is these absolute value signs of AB with an arrow on the top. Here are two terminologies. A true bearing is a compass measurement, where the angle is measured from the north in a clockwise direction. A quadrant bearing is a measurement between 0 and 90 degrees east of west of the north-south line. Now let's take a look at example 2. Describe each vector in words. Here we have the vector from A to B of 10 centimeters, and it is 120 degrees from the horizon, from the east. So we have 10 centimeters at 120 degrees to the horizontal. Question B, we have a vector of 15 kilometers, that's 145 from the north line. So we say it is 15 kilometers at a true bearing of 145 degrees. And that's the end of this lecture. Thank you guys for watching.